Yo, what's good guys, it's your homie Subsessive bringing you guys another video, and I'm sorry I didn't bring you guys this second video so quickly. It's just I wanted the first video to get a decent amount of exposure, a little over 100 views. So yeah, don't worry guys, I didn't die or anything, I'm still here. Alright, so let's just explain this gameplay that I got in the background for you guys. So I got a Riptide TDM game going about 47-6 using the SA-58 again, which is probably my current favorite weapon in Battlefield at the moment, but I'll be bringing you guys gameplays with other weapons, so there's no need to worry about that. What I wanted to go over today as a main commentary topic is getting a job when you're around the age of 15 to 18, when you're in high school, your first job I mean. And why I wanted to go over this is because I wanted to go over real topics on this channel. We're not going to be all serious all the time guys, don't worry, we're going to be going over funny stuff and just gameplay stuff too, but I also wanted to bring you guys topics that you would find interesting, would actually relate to you and help you in the long run. Alright, so firstly let's go over how I got my first job. At first I wasn't really serious about finding a job. I didn't think I'd have the time or that it'd really matter much because I was young and I was taking advanced classes in school, and I didn't think I'd have the time. And I didn't think working 8 hours on the weekend and making a few bucks would really matter. But it's not all about the money guys, it's also about the work experience, the learning experience in general, the feeling of responsibility. But yeah, after I graduated high school, I had to really start taking job searching more serious because I was going to college immediately. I'm going this semester, so don't worry about that either. But I was doing nothing at home. I was feeling like a bum, felt useless, so I went and started applying to places left and right. And if you apply to places guys, be prepared to be ignored or not called back, because if there's a lot of places hiring, but there's also a lot of people without jobs, so they can't hire everybody. So if you don't get hired, which you probably won't from most places, that's why you apply a lot, it's not the end of the world. But also places like some form of work experience, and I didn't really have much work experience except for this program I was in high school. This program, what they did was they tried to find you jobs. Most of the time they didn't find you real jobs. What they did was give you odd jobs, and what an odd job is: shoveling snow, raking leaves, or babysitting somebody's child, you know, these little things you do every once in a while for money. And I was called a few times to shovel houses of snow. I've done that before with my dad, so that was no problem. But this one time I got this job as like an assistant for this elderly woman, and I wasn't really told exactly what I was gonna do, but I figured, hey, I'll be doing easy stuff that she just can't do herself. And since she was elderly, most elderly people are generous, so I figured she'd pay well. Ended up going, and her house was pretty big, so I was like, damn, she must be rich or loaded. So I figured I'd be getting paid well. So first thing I did was she had me go get her Sunday paper. I got that for her, and then she started having me move these vases of plants, which was pretty easy. It wasn't anything heavy at all, even for her, I doubt it. And then main thing I was doing for about 2 hours was she brought me outside, gave me a wheelbarrow, and started having me pick up these twigs and sticks and little pebbles from the grass, and her lawn was huge. And I was like, wow, why are you having me do this? I didn't actually say it to her, but I felt it was pretty stupid. You could barely see this stuff. It was something so minute. I don't know why she even bothered, but I ended up doing it and came inside when I was done, and I asked her if there was anything else she needed me to do, and she said, no, that's about it. And she said, how should I pay you? And I said, anything's fine. And she said, what's minimum wage? And I'm like, minimum wage? And she ended up paying me about 14 bucks. I'm like, wow, that was a 45-minute drive, and it was such a waste of time, man. But yeah, that's my work experience, picking up sticks and twigs. No, I didn't write that down on any applications. What I actually did write down was helping elderly people, babysitting, shoveling houses, you know, things like that. You want to have something there. It looks better than nothing. But yeah, I eventually got called back a few weeks after applying to this grocery store for a cashier position. Got a call back, and they asked me if I wanted to come in for an interview, and I said yeah, of course. And what you usually want to wear for an interview, guys, if it's a casual interview, even if they say you don't have to wear anything special, you want to be on the safe side and show that you actually have interest. So you want to wear a dress shirt, dress shoes, dress pants, and a tie. Usually you want to wear like a class level above what you're going to be wearing at work. So let's say you're going to be wearing regular clothes, you want to wear, as what I just said, dress shirt, dress pants. Usually a good rule of thumb. got hired as a cashier, worked as a cashier for about 4 months, got really good with money, got really good with the customers. My manager saw that, and eventually I got promoted to being a bookkeeper, which I still am today. What I do as a bookkeeper is, first of all, I work the customer service desk in the front. I sell people lottery tickets. I do Western Union. Western Union is like sending and receiving money for people, like MoneyGram. You can do it all around the world. Also, I deposit money, I give the cashiers change, I do a lot of things. I also handle refunds. Yeah, I really like the job because it's a lot of responsibility and I get paid a decent amount. But yeah, it's a really good experience, guys. As I said, I learned how to handle money, I learned how to deal with customers, I learned how the real world is, I learned the value of $1, and that's a really important thing, because you just think that your parents aren't really spending much when they buy you these little things you want, but it really is a lot. You should appreciate it, and that's what getting a job, your first job, is good for. You learn to have more responsibility and take better care of your things, because it's not easy. It's a struggle. It really is. But that's it for this commentary, guys. I hope you learned a lesson, and if you haven't started applying to places, I suggest you do. And make sure you slap that like button. It's been your boy Subsessive. I'm out. Peace.